What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Bundesliga career mode. This is episode number 62 and we're starting today's off with an academy update here as we enter October on the back of our win against Bayer Leverkusen at the Bayer Arena. As you can see, 4 really decent talents in our academy, but because of where we are in the series right now, whether they end up getting pro deals and first team football is quite unlikely. So fixture for October here: Union Berlin, newly promoted, Frankfurt away, Dortmund in the league, Freiburg in the cup, and we've got Marseille at home and CSKA Moscow away in Russia in match days 2 or match days 3 in the Champions League this month. I've got to say though, like for youth academy scouting this year, I've unearthed some really great players. I don't think anyone would deny that Gavin Humphreys is the absolute best, one of the best youth players I've ever found in any FIFA career mode ever. He's been incredible this year. But I have to say, like, in terms of like finding quality goalkeepers this year, I found it quite tricky, but not in this save. I will say this right now, guys: if you're looking for a youth academy goalkeeper, my number one tip: scout Germany. Scout Germany, because we have found several of them. Schuster, of course. Then there's a Schuster in the academy with 90 to 94 potential. We got Thomas. We've got Aaron Martin. There's loads of goalkeepers in this Bielefeld first team squad and academy with potential tags. It seems like Germany is the breeding ground for youth academy goalkeepers in this year's FIFA career mode. Anyway, first game of today's episode: Marseille at the Stuttgart Arena, match day 2 in the Champions League group stage, and our first one in Germany here. Heading into this game, obviously we won in London, I should say, away at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Spurs on match day 1. And heading to this game with Marseille losing match day 1 to CSKA Moscow, we had a chance to extend a 6-point gap on the French side after 2 games in. And if Spurs were to beat the Russians, there would be 3 points clear of both them and CSKA Moscow as well. So started the game off in attack mode. Jamie Llewellyn continued his great starts to the season, scored our first and then scored our second as well. Jamie Llewellyn this season to begin the campaign off is really on fire, and after we sold Kolo Muani to Real Sociedad, you know, I talked about it, I was going to get a backup striker and I wanted someone of similar ability, and we found one in Karim Adeyemi. He scored his first goal for the club, a game winner against Augsburg. You know, he's already a hero of mine for doing that. But Llewellyn, I mentioned it in the last episode, is still going to be my main striker in this team. He's a few ratings lower, yes, but he is just an unbelievable source of goals in this team. Won the Golden Boot last year, and he's off to a great start this season in the Bundesliga, and also 2 goals in the same game here against Marseille. 10 minutes into the game, still leading by 2. Marseille had 1 real chance in the first half, hit the post, we still had a 2-goal lead, and then 10 minutes to go in the second half, in a really lackluster second half, really nothing to report. This was hilarious, man. We got ourselves our 3rd goal of the game, the academy grads linking up, Konstantin Schäfer to Marco Ludwig, and when you talk about scuffing a shot, oh my goodness gracious me. Look, it doesn't matter how they go in so long as they do, right? That's just a common thing you'll hear people say. It doesn't matter how you get the goal so long as you do, and that was just one of the worst finishes ever from Ludwig, and the polar opposite for what we saw in stoppage time. Marco Ludwig scuffs in our 3rd goal of the game, and then Sergi Roberto, well, he must have learnt this from Lionel Messi at Barcelona. This is ridiculous from the Spaniard. Ball pegged back to him on the edge of the area. See you later, Constantine. See you later, Dardai. Absolutely brilliant goal, and one of the best I've seen the AI score against me in FIFA 22. He didn't just murk me once, he murked me twice. Absolute brilliance from Sergio Roberto, dribbling like Messi there. Learned out of the new camp in what was only a consolation goal in the end, in a 3-1 victory. So we lose the clean sheet but do get the 3 points. Final score 3-1. We beat Marseille for 2 wins from 2 in the Champions League group stage, and a third of the way through. As you can see, just like I predicted, we have a 6-point gap on Marseille, and we're 3 clear of both Spurs and CSKA Moscow, who have got the same record after 2 games. So the early Pacesetters in the Bundesliga, the early Pacesetters in the Champions League. Yes, we've had that loss to Hoffenheim, which was quite disappointing, but I felt as though even after that defeat there, it would probably just be a blip, and it has been. Back to our best instantly afterwards, and right now looking very impressive in both Europe and the league as well. Still, following game, Union Berlin at the Stuttgart Arena, back to matters in the Bundesliga and heading into this game. Now, if you remember a couple of years ago, Union Berlin were relegated, and we lost to them I think it was on match day 31 or 32 in the Bundesliga, and after that loss, we lost our lead at the top of the table and ended up losing the title to Bayern Munich back in Season 3. It was these guys that you'd probably say were one of the main reasons we lost the title that season, and I'll be honest, I completely bottled it. I'll keep on mentioning it. I bottled an 8-point lead. It was my fault, nobody else's, but I guess you could say I was looking for revenge. One season in the 2 Liga, back to the top tier, our first time facing them since that infamous defeat away in Berlin. I was looking for revenge in this game and looking to extend our win streak. And right from the first whistle in attack mode, Jamie Llewellyn firing wide, but Florian Neuhaus has already equalled his goal tally of last season, just 6 games in. 2 goals already this season, just like he got all throughout last campaign, and both goals coming from outside the area as well, as we had an early lead here against Union Berlin, and then right for the break, a chance to make it 2, which we would do in style. Oh my goodness gracious me, this guy is just on fire. His scoring run extended to another game. Jamie Llewellyn keeping Karim Adeyemi on the bench, just like he did last season with Kolo Muani. Yeah, we got a great backup striker once again, but Llewellyn is still my guy. What a goal there to go 2 into that right for the break. And then 2 minutes to go before half-time, looking for a third goal. Theodor Hubner in behind the back line. Red shirts playing catch-up. No one getting near to him though, and I really should have finished this chance. I tried to be a little bit cocky. Go for one of those skill move on the goalkeeper that doesn't put him off at all, but it looks pretty cool. And then put the shot wide. Leading by 2 at the breakdown. To be honest, despite failing to extend the lead to 3, wasn't in any danger of throwing away the points in this game. Really, from first whistle to last, I was completely dominant. 20 minutes to go. Nikola Vlasic, who hasn't scored since match day 3 in the Bundesliga. He had an amazing start to the campaign, but since then, hasn't got a goal. He's still got 6. I should say 4 games, match day 4. He's still got 6 goals for the season, but hasn't scored since then in that game against Hoffenheim. But as we still led by 2 goals to 0, and he failed to get back on the score sheet here, we were completely in control in this game. There was no chance for Union Berlin to get back into it. With 12 minutes to go, Karim Adeyemi came off the bench to grab his second goal in Bielefeld colours. And it was great to see the guy that got the assist. You won't see him too much nowadays, unfortunately, after the big signing of Vlasic, and Brekalo still here as well. Draxler may have gone, but Okugawa is now our 3rd choice attacking midfielder. I'd say how the mighty have fallen, but I don't want to say that because I still love the Japanese playmaker. He got the assist for our 3rd goal, and then Karim Adeyemi bagged a late brace. Came off the bench to score 2 in what was a 4-0 victory. 4-0 the final score on Union Berlin, and it's safe to say those demons are avenged here at the Schuka Arena. That game away in Berlin cost us the title, theoretically, but this game here was a great way to get revenge. 4-0 the final score, and a big win there against the newly promoted team, which was definitely deserved as well. Absolutely dominant from first whistle to last in that game. And it was good to see Okugawa come off the bench again as well, because I won't really get to use him that much now, because obviously, you know, Vlasic is our club record signing. Yes, he's gone on a mini goal drought after an impressive start to the season with 6 goals in 4 games, but he is still one of the top scorers in the Bundesliga after what was a red-hot start. One of the highest-rated players in the team. Brekalo, as we know, came in for Okugawa during that injury-hit season, single-handedly won us the Europa League final. He is my backup guy. Okugawa is not going to get much game time now. He's in his late 20s. He's sub-80 overall. I'll barely use him now, but he's still going to remain here as a Bielefeld player until he retires. I love the guy, man, seriously, so he's staying, if nothing else, as a good squad player in this team now. The injuries completely destroyed him. It's such a shame, man. Big injuries. Only played 12 games all season long last year, but he is still my guy. Anyway, 3rd and final game of today's episode, Eintracht Frankfurt away from home, and after a brilliant run for Bielefeld, continuing our winning streak, we've won 5 straight games in a row in all competitions now, looking to make it 6 away from home. This was a decent start to the game. It was very open, very action-packed. Both teams getting chances with 7 minutes to go before the break. I thought it broke his mini goal drought. Our number 9 looked as though he's notched up goal number 7 for the season. Ruled out by offside though, as we're still tied at 0-0. Correct decision as well. And then 4 minutes after the restart, after deadlocked at the break, Frankfurt would take the lead. Terrier with the finish, and the hosts got themselves in front, and a rare occasion this season where we've been trailing. But I thought, you know what, we battled back against Augsburg, we can do it here as well. On the stroke of the hour mark, currently down by a goal. Chance to find our leveler, Jamie Llewellyn, who's been in red hot form recently, rolling through Nikola Vlasic. Had a goal ruled out in the first half for offside, but they're not going to chalk this one off. Our number 9 rolled through 1-1, hadn't scored a goal in his last 5 games, but back on the score sheet, our number 9 with goal number 7 this season already, as he fires in our leveler, and the goal that would give us the point in the end. Final score, Frankfurt 1, Bielefeld 1. Our winning run halted after 5. However, the undefeated streak extended to 6. Tough game that one as well. Stats quite deceptive. Thought Frankfurt played really, really well in that one. Definitely deserved a point in my book. Held us to a point, our first draw of the season. And after 6 wins and 8, we are still top of the table, 25 goals, but it's incredibly tight. 1 point clear of Dortmund, 3 clear of Leipzig, and then 4 clear of 3 teams. Very congested at the top of the table as the season's got off to a very good start. But that will end today's episode of the Bundesliga Career, guys. Big thank you for watching. Enjoyed it. If you had, please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Bundesliga Career Mode very soon.